All right, y'all. What is up? It is Friday, April 25th, and this is This Week in AI News. All right, so we're going to get into 5 topics. First being an edible robot. Why? I don't know, but I like to cover robots as my first thing because it's the most futuristic. So we're going to cover edible robots because that's the way I roll. ThatNeedle just YouTube summarizer. Shotup AI Chat. Oh, chat about your screenshots. I'll explain all this stuff in a second. Shumer Prompt library and Kortix Suna demo. So let's get into it. Once again, I do not check the chats. I'm going to try to check the chats, but nobody ever chats because nobody ever watches this. But one day they will, and I will start to check the chats periodically. All right, let's get right into it. I have a tummy ache because I overindulged in very good restaurant food last night. A good, like, one of them 2-hour meals where you just, like, talk and eat like a wild person. That was me. So, yeah, I have a little bit of a tummy ache, so I'm going to try to go as fast as possible so I can get out of here. All right, transition. Let's go. Robo Cake. Edible robot dances, lights up, tastes like chocolate, provides vitamins. Okay, built with vitamin B2, quercetin, I guess I'm pronouncing that right, activated carbon, and dark chocolate, the robot is safe to eat. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it because look at this cake. Look at that. Let me make sure that you guys actually see my screen. Yes, you are seeing my screen. And double check that. And I hope I'm actually streaming because this appears to be saying no data. Oh no. Let me check something. It says I am streaming. We'll see. Maybe I'll just have to upload this as a recording from my OBS because apparently this thing is not working. Because, OBS hates me. All right, so let's just keep going here. I'm going to go to this RoboCake. All right, it looks like dessert and tastes like dessert. Still inside the syrup, gelatin, and fondant layers, the RoboCake is doing something that no ordinary pastry has ever done. Dancing, blinking, and running on edible batteries. Yes, I just said edible batteries. How crazy is that? Well, let's watch the video before I keep going.
This is not an ordinary cake. RoboCake is a robotic wedding cake that showcases the advances in robotic food research. UPFL researchers have engineered edible robotic teddy bears, which are animated by an internal pneumatic system. Engineers at the Italian Institute of Technology have developed edible dark chocolate batteries that power the candle. Thanks to EHL chefs
Nuts.
and food scientists, the robots are just as tasty as they are safe. This interdisciplinary research is carried out under the EU-funded RoboFood project, which aims to create edible robots and robotic food for application in food preservation, emergency nutrition, medicine for humans and animals, or new culinary experiences.
The robotic battery thing is pretty wild. I mean, that's kind of,
This
I've never
is
heard of that. So let's keep going with the article here. See if it actually displays any or talks about any of the technology. Now it just says internal pneumatic system, so some kind of air pressure thing. Their heads and arms move when air is injected through design pathways. Is that really a robot though? Is that a robot? Hmm. Um, blah blah blah. Built with vitamin B2, quercetin, I don't know how to say that word, activated carbon, and dark chocolate, the RoboCake is safe to eat and powerful enough to light the LED candles on top of the cake. How? I want to know. Oh, edible batteries. More than a culinary trick, these batteries are a potential solution to a much larger problem. Blah, blah, blah. There's no explanation of how these freaking things work, but apparently you can eat batteries now, people. So, okay, moving right along. That's a RoboCake. And I got through that in 4 minutes. I'm cranking. Let's see if this is streaming. I don't think I'm streaming, but we'll see. If so, there's a massive delay in what I am seeing on my YouTube platform versus what I'm saying and seeing on my screen. Okay, if you noticed, there was a little YouTube AI summary on the side, and that's for literally everything. So let's go to YouTube and just go to any random video, The Huntsman Winter War. Actually, this is an entertainment video, so I might not give it to me. Be quiet. So you see that it just popped up some kind of keywords and a little summary of this video. So what is this and why do I have it? Because I don't want to go through half-hour videos when I just want to know what the heck is this guy talking about. Actually, I recommend you guys use this on my freaking video so you don't have to hear me blab for 30 minutes straight. You just get to the point and find out what, the summary, the cliff notes. So this is like the cliff notes for YouTube videos. And I just wanted to show it because I realized I never talked about it. It is a Chrome extension. It is free. Like most of everything I cover, I try to cover free things or very cheap things for the lay person. And this is ThatNeedle Gist YouTube summary. And it's just a Chrome extension that uses AI to summarize the video. And it's freaking awesome. I mean, it does a good job. There's other ones out there. There's a few other ones. What I like is I don't have to actually copy the URL and paste it into a thing. It automatically, on every single video, it tries to pull the summary. So yeah, so that's ThatNeedle Gist YouTube summary. I highly recommend for time-saving purposes and just to be able to quickly get to the heart of a YouTube topic. Okay, wow, talking actually makes my stomach feel better. I should have been talking all day because what I had was fish and potatoes, pretty rich sauces and stuff. A couple of appetizers. So I overate. I haven't eaten that much in a long time. So my body's like, what did you do, you idiot? And I'm suffering like massive like heartburn or whatever. Anyway, it's totally worth it, and I'll do it again. Next thing I wanted to show you, I did not install it because I have no way, well, I haven't figured out, that's probably a way, to show you live. Plus, I don't want you guys seeing my screenshots because they're personal. I'm just kidding. There's nothing personal in them. It's just a bunch of AI stuff, really. But anyway, if you're like me, you take screenshots constantly of stuff like, oh, I want to share this, or oh, this is a cool little note thing. Shotup AI allows you to chat with your screenshots in a supposedly very easy way. So ask anything about your shots. Tap the top right button to sync more. So there's a free plan, which I believe, where's the pricing at? So memory assistant, AI that learns your screenshots, yada, 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 yada. And I guess you get to select which ones it's actually going to use. So if you have like sensitive stuff of you and your significant other that you don't want the AI to be snooping on, you can exclude them. You sync, you ask your questions, and apparently gives you reminders and recaps on your saved screenshots. Pretty cool. And then what I wanted to do was the freaking pricing, because I saw, is it here? Is it there? Anyway, I read somewhere you get like 300 screenshot in the memory for free, and then after that you can pay. But I don't know how much it costs. So yeah, quick little tool. Did I just shut the wrong bloody thing? No, I did not. Okay, I'm doing good, despite my stomach. All right, next thing is more practical. Because I've had a couple of people ask me in the real world, not online, but how do I know how to prompt? What do I say to ChatGPT to get what I want? So here's a tool I found, just to address that right quick. ShumerPrompt.com allows you to craft perfect AI prompts. So I signed in with Google. Like everything's like Google OAuth nowadays. So what's cool is you have the ability to just browse a bunch of prompts, and there's categories. Let's say I'm trying to learn about marketing, because I always am involved in that. And let's find one that's interesting. I don't know what any of these things mean. What is signal breaking content engine? I have no idea. Video marketing blueprint. X Twitter content. Let's check what that is. I have no clue. So your primary objective is to function on expert content repurposing strategy. Blah blah blah. So I guess this one is used to generate very interesting and highly targeted tweets. So, okay. So these fields right here are the ones that you fill in with whatever you are going to train the AI on, or specify to the AI what to target. That's kind of a long one. Dang. Let's see what else we got. Writing my style, vibe coding documentation, article fact checker, debug, or viral tweet generator. That one's a little bit more something I can understand with smaller words. Okay, so I guess you place, so you're scrolling through Twitter, you're taking screenshots, and you've identified like 3 viral tweets that you want to now put on your account or be inspired. Put 3 tweets that are inspired by these viral ones for your own account. So you place the inspiration ones there, and then you, well, there's a goal already written. And this is, okay. It's got some XML structure here, telling the AI how to think. So what you do is, well, let's try this. You can use it in a playground or use it in ChatGPT. Well, how about playground? Because, no, bye. Hello, bye. Oh no. What is this? What the hell was that? Place viral tweet inspiration here. I'm just gonna make crap up. 7-Up the Uncola. 2. What is that car company? Avis. We try harder because we are number 2. And what's another marketing slogan? Just do it. Okay. So I believe that in this XML structure, that is all I need to put for this part. Oh, goal. Yeah, it's already written there. Cool. This could be useful. Content dump. I don't know. Am I supposed to write? Let's try it. I need a good tweet. I don't know if I'm, whatever. Model settings. Let's just go. I am discovering this as we go along because I really don't know. Save prompt. Oh, there's a system prompt. Did I mess this up? Probably. Right, my tweet. I should have. You know what? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna demo things that I haven't tested before from now on. So that's a total fail. But what I liked here, I should have just gone to this. I apologize. Is you can like create a prompt and share with the community. And you can also, when you do this, you can choose different models and stuff. Where is this? Advanced model settings. See, I don't know what the hell any of this crap is. Select models, and you have Gemini, blah, 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 blah. So if you haven't noticed, I figure out my show probably about 20 minutes before I go live. Not very prepared, just because I've been super busy with another project. So once that project is more underway and I'm over the initial hump, I'll be more prepared with these. But anyway, 30 people watch these, so I'm not stressing out about it. Kortix. Now here's another one where I haven't tested it out, and I'm going to test it live. Oh boy. But let's see what they're saying about this. Here's why I wanted to feature this, because agents are going to be everything, okay? We're going to replace literally 90% of the workforce with AI agents. That's not an understatement. Anything which is like office-related, process-related, like human knowledge work, I mean, agents are going to just do it. So this is purportedly a good one, powerful, and open source. So you can run this locally for free. Or if you don't have like the technical, it's not even skills, the patience to set this up, they have a online platform. You can pay like $30 a month or something like that and run this. So let's see the promo video. What is this thing?
Welcome! My name is Marco, and this here is the flat in Lisbon we spent the last 3 weeks building Suna in. Suna is a general-purpose AI agent capable of completing real-world tasks. Guys, say hi.
Hello.
Suna is the first version of a fully AI employee, where AI stops just being a tool and start becoming your real teammate. Suna can reason, plan, and take actions across all sorts of domains. It has access to a virtual computer where it can write files, execute code, browse the internet, use the terminal, and much, much more. Did you mention it's open source?
It's open source, and you can go on our GitHub and self-host it. Also, it's available today on www.suna.so for you to try out. Let's jump into some examples. Here we see Suna working with existing data. It is a task to enhance a spreadsheet of B2B leads with the CEO's and head of sales name. Suna approaches this task methodically. It plans out its approach and searches the web and uses LinkedIn to gather the necessary data. Finally, it enhances the spreadsheet with the newly gathered data and returns the file to the user. We see the information has been updated. We test Suna to go research about itself. For that, it uses the web browser just like a human would, searching, browsing, and clicking, scrolling, and more. It observes the information and later on will use the gathered information to create a final research document to represent its finding. It even goes to its own GitHub page.
Impressive. If it works.
Here Suna is tasked to create a comprehensive report on the Apple stock. As usual, it starts out by planning its approach and then uses web search and finance APIs to gather information. Based on the gathered information, it creates visualizations and serves them to the user.
Okay, so let's give it a shot. Good marketing thing with the banana. All right, so I logged in. It says I have 10 minutes free. I don't know what the hell that means. Like 10 minutes since I logged in or 10 minutes since I describe a task. So we're going to find out. As usual, this is just semi-organized chaos. I want, and I'm going to give it a real world problem that bugs me and I want to solve. I want to unfollow Instagram accounts that do not follow me back. So I need to determine who these accounts are and get a way to select those I wish to unfollow. Let's see what, just with that simple prompt, what this thing does. I don't think it's going to work. And it's 6:20. Let's see. If it's 10 minutes since I enter a prompt, from the point I enter a prompt, then this will end exactly at the time that the show is supposed to end. Well, let's see what it's doing. It generated an unfollow non-followers thing, so it's apparently understood what I want. And let's see. Help you create a tool. I'll create a to-do list to organize our work. I'll start by researching Instagram API limitations. Okay, dang. So it is scraping something. Fam ups. Oh, that went somewhere. Okay, so it is scraping, I guess, existing tools to find out how to do this. That's one. Neil Schaefer, Instagram follower, that failed. Okay. So it's looking up code on scrapers. Wow, it's got like a to-do list. Freaking cool. So now it's doing all this by itself. It's thinking through, and these are the things that I would do, right? I'd figure out, okay, what are the rules? What tools exist out there? How do you connect to Instagram's API? What's allowed? And then you have to write a script. So how do you do this? I'll start by creating a Python script that uses Selenium to automate the process. So apparently it's doing this. And we've used up 2 minutes of the 10. And it tells you here, while it's building this file, I might as well read through. It's got the official method, third-party tools, and custom development. And I guess it's going for the custom development. This is wild. If this works, I'm selling it. Just kidding. Okay. I have no idea how this is going to work. Anyway, so it said official methods using Meta's account center, download your data. Yes, and that was what I was going to do. I was going to just like download all my data using Instagram's this second bullet point, the data download feature, and then put all that in a spreadsheet and kind of do a compare thing and determine who does not follow me back, and then manually unfollow them, which is a way to do it. But if I can get it done through a script, why not? And there used to be tools that you could, what was it, $5? I think it was called Unfollowers, actually. And it was an app on the App Store, and you could do it very quickly. All right. Then Instagram changed their rules. So, okay, they're doing Python script using Selenium. Batch file for Windows users. I'm on Mac, so that doesn't help me. No, and a shell script for Mac OS and Linux users. This is wild. If this works, dude. Shell script for Mac OS and Linux users. Now, I have to be careful because I know that if you violate Instagram's terms, they can like ban your account. So I don't think I'm going to actually run it. I just kind of want to see what the end result of this thing is. If it's fast enough. If it's not fast enough, then we'll just end this live stream. So I'm impressed so far because here's what it did. I told it what I needed in plain English. It kind of just like a junior developer, I guess. Actually, the full-fledged developer. In my case, when I say the junior developer thing is like a lot of the developers that use these AI tools are like, oh yes, you know, I am the brains behind it, and the AI vibe coding thing is kind of like a junior developer. I don't know how to code, so this junior developer is like a freaking full-fledged developer to me. So this developer plans its approach, creates a to-do list, so very logical, rational. Created this file. Oh, it keeps doing things. Researched to figure out how to do this, just like any rational human being. I'm not going into look at this data to find out whether it's, you know, what it's looking at is good data. I'm just assuming it is. And then research finding summary, and so it kind of breaks down what it discovered. Then it goes in to create it. And then there's a complete solution, supposedly, and it describes it. Main components, user interface features, shoot, dang. Supporting files, how to use the tools. So you have to have Python installed, which I do. I have Chrome. Run pip install our requirements text. Okay, so there's a text file somewhere. I think it's right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you have to install those via the terminal. Then on Mac, you run this in terminal, and it tells you exactly what to do. Instagram may rate limit requests if too many may quickly. You know, right after this live, which is going to end in like 2 seconds, I'm going to try this, and I will report my my findings via both next week's live stream, but a more immediate thing would be my Instagram account, which is at House of Ozis, O-Z-I-S, House of Ozis. So it did generate the code. I don't know anything about code, so I'm going to assume that this thing is legit and it works. And we're going to try it. And it gave me here all the steps. Impressive. So this is Suna.so. And this really did impress me because when I tried to do Firebase code and also Gemini, like it wasn't as thorough and clean as this. Maybe they're better because I haven't used them in probably like 2 weeks or something like that. And you know how fast things move in AI. But yeah, so far I'm impressed. So this is Suna.so. It is fully open source if you want to run it locally and attach like an API to probably Claude or OpenAI. And I think you can also connect it locally if you have it if you have DeepSeek locally, you probably will be able to connect it. But probably you want to use an API and go to Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT, because to be this smart, it probably requires a pretty advanced LLM. All right, so I'm going to test this out right after this. It is 6:29. I'm actually on time. My stomach does feel better. And so life is good. I'll see you guys